Which way am I going? I just hit the start button. Whatever. What's going on, YouTube? Going Youpie here with my son Nick. Say hello.
Hi.
No, say it like you mean it.
Hi.
Say it like you're trying to get on The Price is Right.
Hi.
He is never going to get on The Price is Right with that high. Anyway, we're coming over here real quick. We rented some cabins out. We always rent these cabins out, so they're not our cabins, but I usually book them for the summer so that nobody else can get them. And we're coming over here to check on getting his key and stuff like that. Yeah, just park right over here. And because he won't be here until later in the afternoon, so we want to make sure we're able to get the key for it, for his room, or I can at least get the key for his room in case they lock up. But this is definitely a really cool place. We love it here. A lot of awesome trails. I'll make some videos of that this weekend. Nice spot in the lake, some good history, stuff like that. So let's go over here. We're going to go talk to these people real quick, and I'll get right back to you. Hi there, everybody. So these people are so awesome. The lady that runs the front desk here, she happens to live on my road, and she remembered me from last year. And man, what a nice lady. But so they gave us our keys a day early, so that we don't have to worry about it. So that's really cool too. Another cool thing. Go ahead and start this thing up and get some air going. We'll head over to the cabins real quick. I'll just show you all a quick little video of the cabins. And what's really cool is I was talking to her about bringing the ball pythons up here to kind of do demonstrations, and before I even got a chance to tell her, I just kind of told her that I was breeding ball pythons and you know, that I was interested in, you know, having this people from the school come over. Yeah, you can just pull a U-turn right here. And bring the snakes up to the school and doing little demonstrations of the snakes at the school and stuff. And before I got a chance to say anything else, she said, well, my director has people come up all the time with different wildlife and things like that, and they set up in the pavilion, and you know, and they can do demonstrations. So she's gonna meet up with me this weekend in the cabin so I can do that. That's gonna be awesome, and it will give me really good practice for when I have the school come to my shop, or if I go to the school to do demonstrations and talk to the people about ball pythons, which is really cool around here because everybody we have met, am I right, Nick? Everybody we've met is totally afraid.
Yeah, they don't like any snake at all.
Everybody says the same thing. The only good snake is the dead snake. And I can't stand hearing that. I really can't. And I'm not judging because I hate to judge people, but I'm going to take it right here. But that is the furthest from the truth. Snakes are probably one of the best things you could keep in a garden. I mean, you can't think of much things better than a snake to have in your garden. And they're so helpful to an ecosystem that it's insane. So I keep hearing that from these people. And up here they have little gardener snakes and they have little pine snakes. Like two of the snakes I would much rather just run away from you immediately. Where we come from in Florida, there's so many poisonous snakes down there that would just love to jump in your lap and start biting you. I know people say that it's a myth that water moccasins don't climb in your boat.
They will chase you.
They will chase you down. So I've heard somebody recently that is actually somebody who knows a lot about venomous reptiles, and they said, oh, look, that's a myth. It's not a myth, and if it is, it's happened to me. I've been in a canoe. I've gone over a pile of snakes in the water. I didn't even know what it was at first, and next thing you know, they're jumping up, and maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe I'm the one person it's ever happened to.
My friend and I got chased by one when we went fishing in Florida.
But they do. Water moccasins will chase you down. They do, some, not all of them, but they can and do it. And I've seen it myself. I wouldn't bullcrap you guys. So around here, it just really freaks me out that these people have such a bad taste in their mouth about snakes. So it will be an honor to be able to do ball pythons at least a justice and show people how awesome snakes can be and how calm and nice they actually are. When it comes to snakes, ball pythons are probably one of the least likely to bite you snakes that I can possibly think of. And I've dealt with so many different snakes. I mean, you guys don't even know. You guys only seen what you've seen in my videos. I've dealt with so many snakes. I know so many breeders. And I'm not talking about just talking to them on the phone, no breeders. I just know a lot of breeders. I've worked with some big venomous reptile breeders, from David Sexton to David Weathers, you know, and I'm not saying I worked with them like we got, you know, I got a portfolio that's insane or anything like that, but I've worked closely with them for good periods of time. So there we go up. This is our cabin right here, and it's right on the lake. And why don't you go ahead and pull up a little bit, just so I can give the viewers a little bit of a look. So that's my cabin right there. I usually rent it out most of the whole summer, so people around here get mad at me for it, but that's how I roll. I'll show you the inside this weekend. I have the pass key. I could go in there right now, but we got stuff to do. But it's right here in the lake on a nice big opening and really cool. I like it. And it's real peaceful here. You don't get bothered by anybody. They have RV camps and stuff way on the other end, and they got some really awesome trails that date back for quite a few years. But this is the Washington. I think they have like 6 cabins. We usually always get that one. I also get the one at the very end, and I don't remember the name of that one either. But my son rents out. What one did you rent out last year?
Not the one at the very end, but the one right before.
Right. This is the Rock right here. It's a little bit smaller cabin. The Washington sleeps 12. I think this one sleeps 6. And it's a nice little place in the back. It's got a nice little covered porch, which is pretty cool. And it's called the Rock. Each cabin has an outhouse, and I will show you a video of that this weekend too. And each of the outhouses are really nice. This is St. Martin's. This is the one that my son is renting out this summer. Kind of hard to see from here. It wouldn't matter if you pulled in or not. It's just a bunch of trees are going to be blocking it, so don't worry about it. But it has a nice view of the lake as well. And I do like this cabin because it has like separate bedrooms to where the other cabins are pretty open. And it too has its own private outhouse over here. And the outhouses are super clean. My son's driving me nuts here, guys. You're driving me nuts, dude. We're checking out the cabins, so why would you back out and leave? Alright, so this is St. Martin's. And a lot of the people here, they don't rent the cabins, so I'm actually kind of... they don't rent the cabins only on like the 4th of July weekend or something, you know, it's like the only time they rent cabins. I usually just get them, they're cheap enough, I just get it for the summer. I pay it off and just get it for the summer. This is Poverty. It's actually a pretty cool cabin. It sleeps 6 as well. It's a little bit smaller, but it's a cool place. Cool little cabin. It kind of sits back in the woods. You got a little bit of view of the water in the back there. And all of them are connected by trail, and the trails go out through here, and they got like really old cabins and setups. Not really cabins, I'm not really sure. I guess little mini pavilions in the middle of the woods. It's kind of neat. But wasn't that the cabin that you rented last time? Poverty?
Yeah.
Or Summer?
No, I think it was...
Yeah, Poverty, because this is the one we rented last year.
This is the last year.
Now, I rented Washington last year and this one. I'm kind of greedy. But we have a lot of family that come out, and you really can't see this one that well. But it sleeps 8 as well as the one we just passed, actually. That one sleeps 8 too. I was mistaken. This one's kind of far away from everybody else, and I kind of like it. It's not right on the water. You have to walk through a little bit of a trail to get to it, but it is a pretty cool cabin. So yeah, that's where we'll be this weekend, and I may or may not be able to bring the snakes out here until I talk to the director, but I guess the director will probably be pretty cool with it from what I'm being told. So let's head out of here, Nick, and start getting on with the rest of our day. We got a lot to do. Got a lot of stuff going on. I got this big weekend here, and I got the cruise coming up, and don't worry, I've got videos pre-made just in case I can't upload while I'm out in the ocean. I still am going to try and stop at like internet cafes in the different countries to upload if I can't upload on the ship. We did get the package, but from what I'm told, with the internet package on the ship, it's just not the greatest. So that's a quick little update on what's going on with Going Youper and his family, and I love you all very much, and as always, see me bye. Say bye, Nick.
Bye.
Bye.